Man, it is so refreshing to have video games that hit no matter if you was excited for them or you were skeptical, man. But when you might be skeptical about a game leading up to its release and you see the trailers, you see gameplay footage, and you like, man, this looks dope. I want to get it. I'm halfway tempted. It looks a little rough around the edges. They need to clean this up. They need to clean that up. That's really honestly how I felt leading up to 007 First Light. Now, I understand that IO Interactive is like great. You know, they do a great job with the Hitman games. Those games are amazing. But every time I seen some of this gameplay footage from First Light, I thought it looked a little rough. Even at the Sony State of Play, I was like, yo, this looks a little, looked like the frames was dropping and stuff like that. So I was hesitant, man. But man, was I wrong. This is by far one of the best video games I played this year. I honestly think this is up there with the Resident Evil Requiems of the world, the Pragmatas, and all the other great games that we have received so far this year and will continue to get throughout the year. 2026 has been a great year for gaming, man. I can't state that enough. It seems like every review I drop, I'm having to repeat that sentiment, and I will continue to repeat that. But as I mentioned, guys, I was hesitant to check this game out leading up. I fooled with James Bond. I just beat the GoldenEye that came over to Xbox and stuff like that not too long ago. The old school one, I had a good time with that. I fooled with James Bond. My granddad used to always watch those action movies and stuff like that growing up. So, I was interested in the IP, and the idea of what they could do. But I was hesitant to see the execution. And, that's just kind of how modern gaming is. Sometimes you see games and you get really excited for them, and then you get them in their hand and you get burnt. You get burnt and you be like, man, this could have been a lot better. I've dealt with that a lot, but I've also dealt with just, being mildly excited for games or being hyped, and then I get them games and they're fire. But man, let's just get right into it, man. This game is beautiful, man. I thought the graphics was gorgeous. I played on the PS5 Pro. Just one mode, the quality mode from base consoles at 60 frames, probably some higher settings and stuff. I didn't really dive into the technical aspects. I just fired it up and started playing, and I thought it was beautiful, man. And I'm happy this is not a UE5 game, because I think that's where I was kind of had some confusion. I thought this was going to be UE5, and when I thought it was going to be UE5, when I seen those stutters and stuff at the showcase, I was like, man, this looked like another UE5 game, man, But the game actually runs on IO's interactive proprietary Glacier engine. And I was like, okay, that explains a lot. The character models look very good, very detailed, man. It ran at a smooth 60 FPS. My homeboy, shout out Reese, he sent me some videos and just footage of him playing it on his ROG Xbox Ally, and it even looked good there. I can't wait for it to come to the Switch, because I'm sure it's going to look pretty damn good on the Switch too as well. Basically, this game is a looker. It's very beautiful and highly optimized, no matter where you're playing it, man. Like I said, I thought it was stunning. It used PSSR very well. I'm not sure what resolutions they're upscaling from, but whatever they're doing behind the scenes, guys, you are getting a beautiful game, especially if you're on the PS5 Pro like myself. Now, the gameplay was just top tier. You have some aspects from the Hitman games and that IO Interactive, DNA in there, right? From their other games and stuff. But you just got James Bond in this First Light game just feeling like its own thing. It don't feel like a Hitman skin. It don't feel like a skin or a clone of another spy game or of Splinter Cell or anything like that. No, it feels like it's its new own thing. It feels like James Bond. It has the swagger. It has the hand-to-hand combat is great, man. Probably haven't had good hand-to-hand combat like this since the Arkham games, if I'm being honest, man. Or shout out to Naughty Dog with Uncharted 4. That's probably the last time we got an action game of this style in a while, man. And to me, this is on par, if not maybe even better than Uncharted 4. That is really high praise, because I really enjoy that game. And the combat was just so good, man. Whether you just hand-to-hand fighting, whether you're using, your hacking tools and stuff like that, or whatever utilities you got to get the advantage and upper hand in a fight, it is just really fun and really satisfying to do. I love just throwing items at people mid-fight. You throw a bottle or a laptop at someone. Everything felt good, even the stealth, sneaking around, trying to take guys out one by one on some stealthy spy shit. Every play style felt good. And what I loved the most is when things went left, things went right, if that makes sense for me. It's plenty of times where in this game on certain missions I tried to approach it you know, on some like, okay, let me chill, let me sneak, let me go through. And when things went left and I got caught, I never felt bad. We just started throwing the fisticuffs. You know, if it was the license to kill mission area, you know, then we just shooting. Now, I do think the shooting could use some refinement going forward, maybe have a more greater impact and stuff like that. But I just enjoyed it. It's just fun. It's not the most realistic, you know, it's not Last of Us 2. You know, when you shoot someone or Red Dead, you shoot them in the neck or the head, you see blood gushing everywhere. But it's just a really fucking fun gameplay loop, guys. That's just the best way I can explain the gunplay. You know, and the fact that you could throw the gun at people once you run out of ammo in the clip is just, oh my Lord, it's so fun and cinematic. And, you know, I got this game physically, and lately with my physical games, with so many games coming out to save money, I usually trade in some of the games I finished, like Directive 8020. That was a disappointment for me. Go check out the review if you haven't seen it already. And I traded that in and, you know, get $30 off of the next game I want to pick up from GameStop. This is one of the ones where I'm keeping this in my library. As if it was a digital game. I don't think I will ever get rid of this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go get the platinum right away. It might be a year from now. It might be when the DLC drop, or maybe when they add a goddamn photo mode. That's my one complaint. Add a photo mode, man. Stop launching your games without photo modes. Saros did the same thing. Now, granted, it eventually got a photo mode, but that's besides the point. Stop launching your games without photo modes. But, man, I just love this game, man. It was very fun, very beautiful, great graphics, great gameplay, and the music and sound design was really good as well, man. That classic James Bond music and theme, you know, when it plays in the right scenarios, just the stealthy music when you're trying to move around and spy. But the voice acting and the characters in this game is so well done. Whether it's Moneypenny, whether it's M, whoever you're talking to, whether it's your comrades that you go through training and stuff with, it's just, yo, it's all well done. It's just a high quality game, and I'm just gushing over here during this review because it's just so nice to get an all around great package. You know, with these games being $70 and, you know, the economy is being rough, when you take a risk to spend some money on a game nowadays, it's a gamble, man. You know, some games have to just keep getting patches and get improvements. So it's just so nice to get a all-around great package in your hands right there. And shout out to my boy Greenway, man. I started this game, I could not stand Greenway, but by the time I got halfway through the game, I'm like, I get it, Greenway. You're awesome. You're the GOAT. You just want what's best for me. You know, as James Bond, yo, Agent 007. It was awesome, man. It was really good. So the story and attention to details, guys, you know I don't spoil anything. It's 10 missions in this game, but don't let that sway you away because it took me about just under 20 hours for my first playthrough on normal difficulty, but it's so much quality here, man. Like, each mission don't feel like a rush mission in a traditional sense, you know, like a Call of Duty mission or something like that, like go point A to point C, shoot them up, bang, bang. No, it is depth and layers in these missions. And I really enjoyed and really appreciated that, man. I thought it was dope. You guys know I don't do spoilers here unless it's a fucking trash game like Directive 8020. I just have to tear down the the story and the nonsensical choices in the narrative direction of these video games. I just try to avoid that because I want you guys to check out this review, get excited like I'm excited now, and go check it out. You don't need to know every detail of the story. Go play it yourself. But the story is really good, guys. Take my word on that. The replayability seems to be, you know, if you want to replay Uncharted, if you was somebody that replay those type of games, then you can do that. It's not multiple endings. It is a linear single player game. So the outcome is going to be the outcome, but it is different ways you can approach the mission. You know, try that hard difficulty, try to do bullet lethal playthroughs and stuff like that. I think that'll be dope and fun. And as far as the platinum, I got to go back and see what I'm missing. There's probably some combat things and, you know, collectibles and cleaning up stuff like that, but that's pretty run-of-the-mill stuff, man. Overall, man, I'm giving this game a 9.5 out of 10, man. Arguably a 10 if it just had the little things like a photo mode. This is up there with some of the best games that dropped in 2026 and this generation period. And I'm really proud of IO Interactive, and they deserve all the success that this game is getting. I believe it has sold over 3 million copies at the time of me making this video on June 15th. It is really selling well, and it's really refreshing to see that the gaming community and the gaming world is being receptive of good games. I hate when good games don't get the love and grace that they deserve, while people sit around and play slop all day every year, as the higher sold charts show every year. It's the same bullshit being played and bought. it's really good to see this game be successful. I hope IO Interactive and Amazon team up again for part 2. They set it up perfectly for a sequel and for future DLC. So I'm super excited, man. I don't want any other studio doing a 007 Next Light or Last Light or any of that shit. I want the same team. I want the same people. They got lightning in a bottle. This is a very good game. This has been your boy NextGenNero. I hope you guys liked this review. I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave your boy a like and a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.